Everyone, it's Nick with Us versus Herd. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. We actually just surpassed 3,000 subscribers over the weekend, so I definitely appreciate everyone that subscribed, all the new people coming in. It's just been amazing. I just want to thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for supporting me every day. So that being said, if you're not yet a member of our free options trading group, I actually have the link below. I post all my trades in there throughout the day. We're actually working on some other things right now to kind of better assist the community, but let's get in touch with the UVH fam. If you're here right now, say what's up. Joe, I see you. Brian, what's going on? Jeff, Cam, nice to see you. Said Nick. Joe says, Nick, since today is the day we spew trade setups, we both kind of like Facebook long. Let's look at your indicators. Facebook long strong. I agree with that, Joe. Let's get to Facebook a little bit here. Wally Kung Fu Panda, what up? If you're here right now, say what's up. People are tuning in. I definitely appreciate everyone. I don't think I can stress that enough for watching this channel and subscribing. CryptoVin, hey, what's going on? If this video is of value to you or will be of value to you, hit that like button below. It actually really helps me out in terms of the videos. Linda, how you doing? But what I wanted to kind of concentrate on this video, you know, I'm gonna get to it right now, and then we'll go over some trades. What I wanted to get to on this video is not dwelling on losing or winning positions, and like this is more for, well, it could be for experienced traders or anybody. Nicholas Mister, what's going on? If you're here right now, say what up. Not dwelling on your trades. So as you guys know, on Tesla on Friday, I lost a little bit of money. It wasn't that big. I lost 50 bucks on Tesla trade, but however, it was like a $100 winner. So it turned out to be a it went up 200%. I didn't take profits, and then it zipped back, and I actually ended up losing $50 on that. And Greg, what's up? And because of that, I ended the weekend kind of, I mean, I actually closed the weekend down, not that much. I think I was down $80 on the whole week. I was out a couple of days, so it was kind of an off week, kind of a weird week for me. I was off a couple of days, and I found myself like on Saturday and Sunday kind of replaying it over in my head, like what did I do? Why didn't I take the money? Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? And I also noticed the same thing for like winning trades too, is like when I have some great winning trades, I kind of dwell on it and say, okay, that was great. Let's do it again. And then you kind of get in this mentality when you're winning a lot, or when you have a big winning trade, you think that's going to be repeatable, like the next trade that you can do. Like, oh, I just made 300%, 400%. I'm going to do it again. You know, and that's not great. The great mentality to go by, because you could scale into a bigger risk than you normally do. You could start trading more aggressive and actually losing all the gains that you had, and then like dwelling on like losing trades. As long as you learn from the trade, take the lesson from the trade. Like my lesson from Friday's trade was just take profits as soon as you have them, especially when you're trading, you know, on expiration day, day trading. It was very risky. I know better. I broke my rules, and you know, lesson learned. You know, just a nice reminder to play by your rules, stick to your rules, take profits when you have them, and you'll be fine. And you know, dwelling on that kind of puts you in a bad mood, like, oh, I had gains and then I lost them and stuff like that. So that kind of impacts your future trades. So you know, what I'm suggesting is just take it a trade at a time. You know, don't get too stressed out. Now, if you have like a bad string of trades, like let's say you lost 5 in a row, 6 in a row, 7 in a row, you know, maybe it's time to take a break. Maybe it's time to, you know, do something else for a few days. Like don't trade, don't look at charts, don't do anything. Obviously you're not seeing the market correctly, you're not seeing the trades correctly. You know, take some time off. So, you know, as most people know that are trading, or anyone that's traded, did 100 trades, 500 trades, 1,000 trades, or just, you know, getting new, it's easy to get down on trades. It's also easy to get really upbeat about trades. But you know, the way to trade is to be really level-headed and just take it a trade at a time. Like don't get so hyped up thinking you're the best trader in the world, because you're probably not. Can I beat an algo or a robot? Probably not. I don't think I'm the best trader in the world by any means. And once you start winning a lot, maybe you start taking bigger risks than what you want to take, and just gotta stick to your rules and don't dwell on winning trades, don't dwell on losing trades. You know, you got to keep the mental game strong. And a lot of this trading, if you haven't noticed, or if you're learning the hard way, that you have to keep your spirits up. You have to keep your mental game strong, because that's how you become or continue to be a profitable trader. And that's really what I want to talk about in this video. I wanted to kind of hear about what you guys are thinking. If you're here right now, more people are joining. Say what's up. We're gonna get to some trades here. Greg, happy Monday. Ahmed, hey. Christopher, what's going on? Let's see here. The good thing about having your gain assured by the market is that you initially lose 50% of your bankroll and still end up a winner if you don't add a losing trade like a loser would. Wally kept 10 shares Tesla from Friday, so this morning. I know that some people made some money on Tesla. I made some money on Tesla last week, but on Friday I'm not a winner on Friday. Linda, haven't had any good trades yet, but really new, learning, fascinating, fun. I can figure this out eventually without stressing over it. Linda, just take it a step at a time. And like, if you're losing a lot, like maybe just paper trade. Maybe you just need to get more experience in how the market moves, buying and selling. Know when to buy, when to sell, when to buy a premium, when to short premium. It's all that. Joe says Tesla became a great short again. The questions will be better. Joe, I kind of disagree with you because I did tell you on Tesla. Oh, my mouse was stuck. I did tell you guys on Tesla that kind of like it was in a nice uptrend here, and the 315 to 320 range was kind of my target. And then we had that news, like it hit 315 and then it went down to like 260, and then now we're back up. And I had a feeling that we're going to be back up today, even though like today on Tesla, if you look at the overall chart on Tesla today, was overall flat. I mean, we're up 45 bucks, but it wasn't really great for day trading or trading. And right now it's kind of hard to, for me, like for a target of 315 to 320, there's not enough upside for me to put a short position on. Personally, I'd like to see it closer down to 300, maybe down to 290. So, if you guys had any questions about like the topic of the video, let me know. But if not, I'm just going to get right into the trades here. Crypto made 100% on Apple calls. Apple was one of the trades that I wanted to go over. I was actually looking at Apple today, and some people were putting on long positions. And if you don't know, like things got really dicey here. If you're looking at SPY, SPX, we gapped up pretty nice. We gapped up nice, and then it just continued selling all afternoon. I actually put a strangle on. I got the 293 call and the 292 put. So right now I don't think I'm really up that much money on that. I think actually down $9. So I needed to head a little bit lower. This expires on a Wednesday, so it's kind of a quick trade for me. I don't normally trade like a SPY like that, but looked like I got good opportunity. SPY looked like a good opportunity when it was like stalled out here at 292.50, and it looked like it could swing either way. Like either it was going to rip way up or come back down to like 290 area. So 290, 290.50 is really my target for that. And if you don't know, Apple kind of followed the same thing, gapped up and pretty much sold off. So if you didn't sell it open, you're probably going to be in trouble. And today would not be a day that I'd want to, like on Apple, sitting at all-time highs like this. I wouldn't want to. Not enough upside for me to go long unless it busts through 230. Not enough upside for me to go long on that, personally. But CryptoVan, good thing you took profits, because you probably, I don't know what your position was, but probably would have got a little gotten a little trouble here if you were to hold on. Joe says Tesla 275 by Friday. Joe, if Tesla, actually, I'm not going to say it because it probably will happen then. Never mind. I doubt it, but I doubt it. I bet we're going to be seeing 320, 330 this week. Wally bought a contract 290 put. On what did you buy a 290 put on, Wally? What stock? Sammy, what's up? Cam, BlackBerry. Yeah, so if anyone was trading this, as you can see, they had some powerful earnings, and then looks like it's just retracing here. You had the $12 call. Cam, when did you put the $12 call on? Did you put it on Friday and then it went down and then it continued to go down? Really for me, like a play like this, you know, yes, it could have ripped back up. It could have went higher. But as you can see, like if you looked at the long-term chart or one-year chart on BlackBerry, as you can see that it's been nothing but disappointment. You know, every rip gets sold, every consolidation gets sold. So that's the risk. I mean, the best would have been to hedge your call with some like $10 strike puts or something, or 10. I don't know what they trade in. They trade in the 50 cents. Yeah, they trade in the 50s. Probably would have bought some 10.50 puts, $12 calls, kind of hedge that a little bit. You know, that's probably the play I do. I probably would have bought, if I were to buy calls there, I would have probably bought, if I bought those $12 calls, I would have hedged it with like the 10.50 puts. Oh, you got a 9.50 put? Well, let's hope it comes back down. I don't know if it's going to go back down to 9.50 because that's like the low of the year, which hasn't touched it since August or end of July. So that's going to be tough. Like when you're doing like hedging positions, it has to make sense in terms of, you know, where the stock has been and where do you think it will go. Joe says the fact that you backed out your wager you're about to present concerning Tesla tells me you're an experienced trader. Hey man, I've traded Tesla a lot. I've owned stock on it. I think I told you guys I actually sold my stock on Tesla back in November. I've definitely been trading Tesla, but as you know, for both bulls and bears, it could really go either way. I mean, when we were down here like the 290s, did you ever think it was going to see like 400? Now, a lot of this is artificial, but the fact is, it still happened. You know, I mean, I was thinking over the weekend if Elon wasn't allowed to come back to the company, the stock was probably trading at $50 today. And if you were to tell me a year ago Tesla will be trading at $50, I would not have believed you. But you know, things happen. Like Tesla is one of those stocks that you don't really know where it's gonna go, but just know that you're gonna be surprised by the outcome. So. So some of the things I did today, I was up a little bit of money. I didn't take any profits, but I did talk about that SPY trade. TNDM, I actually put a trade on last Thursday. So I've been holding this for a couple days. I bought the 49 call and the 39 put. And this just fell in the money right now, so I'm up about $91 on it. But you got to be a little careful on TNDM. This was the trade that I talked about in my low volume options video the other day. Is that you got to be very careful about this. Like I'm probably not up $91 on this. I'm probably up. I put it on for $1.05 and it's trading between $1.50 and $2.20 right now. So I bet you I could probably offload this for like $1.70 or something like that. The last price was $1.45, so I could probably offload this for like $1.70, something like that, maybe $1.60. So I'm probably only up, you know, $60, $70 on this trade. So like when you're trading low volume options, you got to be careful. Like I've told you this before, because I think most people in here always present ideas on low volume options. So I did a video on it last week. If you haven't watched that, go check it out. This is one of those stocks that have low volume options, and you just have to understand what you want and where you want it to go. So I got a great price. I bought it for $1.05. I bought the Strangle for $1.05. Yes, it was really wide, but this stock is really crazy. As you can see, it's down 10%, almost 10% today at close. And as you can see here, the bid and ask is kind of wide, but I know I'm only going to be getting like $80, $90 out of this. So right now, you have to put an order in for what you want, not where you think that it's going to go. So, you know, when you're trading low volume options, you definitely have to be careful. Wally says Tesla's not a normal stock. I agree. That's what happens. Stocks like Tesla, it's all speculation. It's not about revenue. It's not about profits. It's all about speculation, where they're heading in the future. And if Elon wasn't going to be a part of that, we were gonna be in big trouble. But you know, if you guys have any questions on trades, definitely leave them below. I'm responding to everyone here. Joe says Elon requested the same sell that Martha Stewart served retirement, and that is what moved the stock higher. Wasn't Martha on house arrest? I don't think. Did she even go to prison? I don't remember. She seems to be doing okay now, though, except for her deal with Kmart. I think Kmart's out of business, right? So, so the other trade that I did today was Alibaba as well. Alibaba, I put a trade on here. I bought the 167.50 call and the 160 put, and really I did a bearish skew to this because I really think that Baba's gonna head lower. Like through all the strength today, Alibaba just went. I mean, it gave up its pre-market gains like instantly, just ridiculous. Oh, okay, so she did go to prison. Well, good to know. I don't think she served much time there, though. I think what she was at home for a lot of it, if I remember correctly. You know, ankle braceleting it up. So Alibaba, you know, pretty much gave up everything. So I put a trade on when it was like around when it started breaking under 163. I put a trade on there. I paid a $1.53 for it, so it's up $20. So it's now worth like $1.70. BHC was another one. It's not something I trade all the time, but I don't know if you guys remember. BHC used to be called VRX. They renamed themselves just recently, so they used to be VRX. If anyone traded that, and the reason why I traded it is because of this chart here. It really broke to the upside side. So I bought the 27.50 call and the 20. What was it? Let's see here. I got the 27.50 call and the 27 put for 95 cents. So I'm looking forward to either retrace back down to here to 26 or break out. Last time, what kind of made it interesting to me? Oops. Oh, BHC. My bad. BHC. What kind of made it interesting to me is that last time we were up in this 27.79 range, high 27s, it actually retraced back down, you know, to 25, 20, and ended up 23. So this is what really made it interesting to me, is like whether or not it double tops out here or we go back down to these levels. Either way, I'm good. If it could break out past 28, I think that's gonna be pretty crazy. But if not, I'm good with it. I'm good with it coming back down to 24, 25, 26, 26 even. You know, if it hits 26, I'm definitely taking profits. I'm not one to really hold like that long. Okay, so let's talk about Facebook. I know Joe wants to talk about it. Wally want to talk about it. So Facebook. Kung Fu, I'll get to you, and Christopher, I'll get to you about Pandora. So we talked about this the other day where a couple days ago, Facebook was at like 165 and you guys were saying, hey, should we buy now or not? And I was saying like probably a better buy for me, like the way I was looking at it was like 160 range, because it kind of been bouncing around, it bounces here at like the 160 area. You know, at 165, there was too much risk and not enough reward there. But down here, if it comes down to 160 again, how did Facebook look today in terms of... So it was pretty flat towards the end of the day. You know, we ripped down and then it was pretty flat. So, you know, I would say it'd probably be a good time, probably soon. I'd like to see if it can get a little bit lower in the 160s, but if it can't, if it's not going down, like let's say tomorrow it doesn't gap down, or it's just really holding this 162 area, for me it probably would be a time to make a bullish play here. Kung Fu's I got GLW 35.50 calls at open. Should have got out at 50%. Let's see here. Where are we at? GLW. Corningware. Yeah. So there are a lot of these charts today. And that's kind of what I was saying earlier, like Alibaba, SPY, Apple. All these kind of have the same charts. They're all kind of following each other, where we gapped up and we went up, and then just everything just ripped down. So, you know, always take profits when you have them. And like if things aren't going the way that you want them to go, and you're like, I noticed that for myself. Like when I start feeling anxious or nervous about a position, it's time to take that position off, because it means that I'm taking too much risk, or I don't know where it's going, or something like that. So when I start feeling emotional about a position, it's time for me to take it off. Joe says Facebook sending multiple short-term buy signals and indicators, but still needs to go below 161. We're in agreement with that. We're in agreement with that, Joe. Anyone else buying puts on Pandora? Didn't Pandora just get purchased by Sirius, or is that deal not go through? I thought last week there was a deal announced that Sirius XM was buying Pandora for, I don't remember, but so in terms of buying puts, like for me, it wouldn't be a play. You know, it wouldn't be a play. Twitter, what do you think? So Twitter's been obviously breaking hearts. I like all of like the social media stocks, like Snap. I actually shorted some Snap today as well. I actually bought some puts in Snap as well. You know, this has come down, I think, to a reasonable level here, but we need to see some bounce. And normally, like for Twitter, so I actually hold stock there. My average right now is $19 a share, and you know, people are calling me dumb for not selling up here. And it is what it is. It's more of like a long-term hold for me, so I'm not really too concerned about it. But you know, if we get back down in like the low 20s again, I mean, we're gonna be in trouble. Samuel, yeah, we went over Baba. We went over Baba 5 minutes ago. So Twitter, if we go into the 25s, 26s, I mean, we're gonna be in a serious danger zone here. They need, and we got earnings coming up. Hopefully, I don't really know when. Let's see here. Does it say? Twitter earnings October 25th. So we got earnings coming up in a couple weeks. So, you know, that's really going to determine what's going to happen. I do agree, like, this was a pretty crazy run from 25 to 47. Like, that's just ridiculous. Like, you know, you're going to expect some sort of reset, but I really didn't think it was going to, you know, I thought maybe it would, like, hold the 30s area, but it broke below 30 and is still downtrending here. You know, personally, for me, it looks like it's downtrending. You know, whether we come down to low 20s here, if we do come down to low 20s, like 20, 22, 24 area, I'll be looking to get some long-term calls on it. I have been buying calls on it, but they have not been panning out. Jeff says the Sirius Pandora deal is done. So don't trade Pandora. Well, don't trade puts. Let's see here. What else did I do today? So yeah, Snap. I also got some puts. So I made some money last week on Snap puts. I bought the 850 puts, and this week I bought the it turned around. So I bought them for like 2 weeks out, and it actually turned around, and I made money in like a day. And I probably should have held them into today because I had them for expiring this week. So like when I'm buying like something cheap like this, I'll push out further, especially when you're like in a single-digit stock. You know, we're headed to penny stock land here, which, you know, I don't necessarily like to trade. So if I do trade it, I like to have a little bit more time on it. Like Alibaba and SPY and stuff, I'm more aggressive on. But like penny stocks and single-digit stocks, I don't get super aggressive on because this could easily just go sideways and nothing happen. But you know, it looks like there is some movement on Snap, and the one thing that is catching my attention is we every day for the last couple days, for the last week, I mean, we're breaking new all-time lows here. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just nuts. We're breaking ground. So I don't know. I mean, is this going to $5? But let's see, when do these guys have earnings? What I want to know is why isn't so they're not until November 6th. So why isn't Snap saying anything? Like, why isn't their CEO doing anything when he sees everything being cut in half? You know, when his stock's cut in half, usually CEOs try to get in front of it and they try to do something. But I haven't heard anything or seen anything from the Snap CEO or anything. So I don't know what's going on with this, but I do own some stock as well. But I'm not looking to add or down or anything. So I've just been making money on puts. Joe says Sirius actually a good buy. The options normally trade low volume, but the bid-ask spread is reasonable and pricing is good. Okay. I'll definitely give them a look. Hamed bought PayPal. Expiring 292 PY. Did you mean 92.50, not 292.50? Joe says no change on his Sears target. Nothing worse than another day, another lower target if you're long something. Joe, I just don't see what the upside is here. Are you looking to get long here? Are you looking to get long here? Because I mean, I don't see it unless you're looking for like a quick bump. But I mean, the chances of them getting delisted is coming in faster than them ripping it up back to $2 or something crazy like that. This is terrible. if you're looking at the chart. Okay, so Hamed bought the 92.50. Like for me, like since it's breaking lower here, I wouldn't probably buy right here. Did you buy today? I mean, it looks like you got some good time on it, but for me, I probably wouldn't be a buyer right here. I'd either wait down to the 85 area or low 80s. You know, if you guys don't notice how how I've been trading is that I look for low risk, high reward trades is pretty much what I do. And when it's falling like this, yeah, you could catch a break, but is the risk greater buying in here or is the risk greater buying somewhere down in here? You know, for me, the risk looks lower down in here where it bounces versus here at like 87. Yes, it did bounce here at 87 last time, so maybe that's what you saw. But it looks like it closed below this candle here, which is like 88. It's at 87.55. So it looks like for me, it looks like it's kind of breaking lower. Kung Fu Panda says 2 articles saying Amazon will buy a Snap. So yeah, the one thing that you want to do about like rumors like that is like sometimes they come true, but a lot of times they like go rumors. Like for a long time they were saying like Disney was going to buy Netflix or so-and-so was going to buy this and so on. And people load up and get all crazy, and then that deal never happens. And then, you know, Apple's going to buy Netflix or Apple's going to buy Tesla or, you know, whatever the case is. You got to be careful about what you read in the news. You just got to really concentrate on the price action. If you're at the right place at the wrong time, let's say you were long Snap, and that deal did go through, then congrats. Like I said, I actually own stock, so if the deal goes through, great. If not, I'm trading puts on it, so not a big deal. Joe says yes, get long into short covering that gets shorts paid. It still needs to go 45. So I just don't. On Sears, I just don't see that. I think there's easier ways to make money in the market than trading Sears. I think we talked about this a couple times. Wally, yeah, low risk, big reward. I like, not easy. So yeah, Wally, like what I say by that is like when I look at the charts like this, is I look at places of resistance and support. So I'm looking at places where it's bounced or got rejected. So that's why I did that. That's why I did that. BHC play today is it got rejected here, so the probability of it going lower is greater, but also the probability of it going up, if it rips through this all-time high, is also pretty good too. So this is where I find like it's a low risk trade. Like I don't think it's very likely that it's just going to sit here at 27.30 for the next 10 days or 5 days or however long I have the trade on for. You know, the risk here is low risk, and the reward is the payout will be high. Why the oil short is my favorite tutory, low risk, huge reward. Yep. So oil actually just ripped up today to like I think was it like 75 a barrel. It's the highest it's been since like I think they said November 2014, which is crazy. What else? One thing that I did want to point out to you guys, I don't know if you know, I do have a link below. I have a Spotify playlist. I don't know if you guys are into this kind of music, but I have a Spotify playlist called Stock Market Worth Ethic. If you are interested in music like this, there's a link below if you want to get there. Wally says oil, sure, here, I'll remember. Yeah, so Wally, when you're placing trades, like I would say, crypto, what's up? Nice to see you here. Wally, what I would say is like, you know, based on like my ideas or Joe ideas or anybody's ideas that we mess around in the chat here or in these live videos, is you got to kind of take it for granted and do your own due diligence. Like, just because it makes sense to us, it may not actually make sense to you. Like, you know, always trade on your own terms. Don't like try to copy someone's trade just because you think that, you know, if you don't know what you're actually trading, it's probably not a good trade for you specifically. USO is actually getting a premium over actual oil, which is really crazy, almost a no-brainer. So yeah, I mean, right now I've been spectating. I have been trading oil, but right now I've been really spectating. So but yeah, we're coming up on 30 minutes here, guys. You know, if you're late to the stream, you know, you can replay this. Do you ever trade options and ETFs for gold? I don't trade a lot of gold. If I do trade gold, I trade futures. So I'll trade the gold futures every once in a while. But for me, I mean, we're just kind of downtrending, and right now we're in a place that it's really just flat. And I really don't like those leverage ETFs. JNUG and Nugget and all those things, that's just not, that's a place where like mostly gamblers go for the inverse and 3 times leverage, 2 times leverage, and all that stuff. Anyone place trades on SFIX? What is Stitch Fix? Stitch Fix. Well, this does look, Ahmed, this does look enticing, but I don't know if did the options trade. So, yeah, pretty low volume here. Super expensive. What did they have? Do they have earnings today? Oh, they had earnings today. That's what's going on. Wow. Well, I guess you could have seen that was kind of a gamble here when it gave it up from 52 and then it gapped up. But you know, there's like no areas of support in here. You know, this was definitely. Ahmed, did you trade this? But looking at the price of these, like if you look at these options, I mean, we're talking. Let's see here. Oh, because that's way down. We're at, when it closed, it was like 44. So those options were trading at like 44.50, like $3-4. So yeah, if you bought a strangle on here, definitely you're getting paid. Like this is moving. This thing is moving way beyond the expected move. What was the expected move? Expected move was $6. It's already down 10. So this would have been a good play, but I don't really trade a lot of earnings releases reports, especially I don't trade them big either. But this would have been a good trade for like a strangle. I would have said it would have been a gamble to do just straight on short, because this could easily come back up to 52 or the 50s. But especially when I was uptrending like this, since last earnings, it's been uptrending, and looks like it just broke that trend right here. Ahmed says Ahmed was gonna buy a put but premium. Yeah, so like if you're gonna trade this, you're gonna have to have like I would have done like a strangle, and you're gonna need like $500 to $600. The risk with that is if you put up $500 to $600 for like a strangle and then the stock doesn't go anywhere, you're gonna be instantly losing. Instantly. Sammy says Boeing. Oh man, that's just incredible. So Boeing seems to be doing this thing, breaking new highs. Yeah, I mean for here, let's see what premiums at was. What was it? Premiums kind of rising up. So yeah, it looks like these calls are 282. Yeah, I mean the calls are looking pretty expensive for the move. It looks like expected to have an $8 move here. So, if anything, I would probably do some credit spreads, but I don't think I would trade this. Like I don't like this. I would prefer to come back down to 370s down here and put on a trade. Like for me, I wouldn't put a trade up here. It seems a bit high risk, and it would require a decent amount of capital to kind of hedge yourself in a position. Because if it doesn't move, Boeing's been moving pretty good, but as you can see, like if it goes in like periods where it's just kind of consolidating like 10 points, it's just going to eat away your options. Not saying that's what's going to happen here. This is probably, I mean, this could probably go to 400 pretty easily, but it's hard to say. Don't forget, I have until the close of Friday to get Tesla 278 for second week in a row. Watch Nick's close vlogs on my short call as I make it live. Yeah. So, Joe, post if you're short 275. Post the trade that you have. Then, are you short 275? I don't think it's going to 275 this week, but hey, you never know. Yeah, Sammy, like for this is high. This is a high risk trade. But if you could pull it off, let's see what I would do if I were going to do a trade. Yeah, I mean the options are pretty expensive. Yeah, I would probably wait to see where it goes. I mean, if we're going to break, but we're breaking. It broke through, pretty nice gap up. I would like to see. I mean, Dow was up 200 points, so I like to see where the week takes us. I mean, this NAFTA deal and stuff like that. It could, like tomorrow we could wake up to headlines saying, Dow down 100, Dow down 200 on China trade wars. I guarantee, like this happens all the time. So, anyways, we're coming up on 36 minutes. I don't want to make the streams too long. Like I told you guys that in the past, for people that watch these later, a lot of people do watch these afterwards. What do you guys think that we should do? Leave a comment below in the future. Do you guys like more of the live streams, or do you like more of like me posting videos, not live, just regular videos, educational videos, stuff like that? So, leave a comment below. I definitely appreciate all of you. Everyone that's tuned in to this live feed and talks to me every day. I love talking to you guys about the stock market. I mean, it's great. I have a lot of fun doing it. I hope you guys do as well. Wally's got a Tesla 290 put. You guys are nuts. I mean, it could happen. What was 290 put going for today? Just curious. 290 put. Yeah, that's expensive. That's expensive, man. 300 bucks for 20 points away, but it's plus or minus 21 points here. So. Joe says, one question, where does the minimum at Tastyworks? You can have a cash account for any amount, but to short options, you need to have a margin account, so that's $2,000, just like anything else. So for a Tastyworks account, if you want to use margin, you need to have above a $2,000 account. If you just want to have a cash account, you can put in 50 bucks, 100 bucks. There's no minimums on that. So. I'm going to cut the stream, though, guys. Everyone have a great day. Hope you guys stay green this week. I'm looking forward to it. Minimum to just buy and sell puts and calls in a cash account. I guess whatever you can afford. Whatever you can afford. There's no minimum for the account as long as you can. Mud Client, let me do this real quick for you. MNGA, what stock is this? MNGA. So this penny stock, I mean, it's worth 17 cents. So it's not something that I would trade personally. They don't have any options. So Mud Client, this is us versus Herd, like an options trading community. So we're not looking to buy 17-cent stocks. Don't mean to be too hard on you, but that's just one of the things we don't look for. Tastyworks will let you buy options with 100 bucks. Yep. If you have $100 in your account, you can buy something for 90 bucks. Yeah. So, you guys, I definitely appreciate talking to everyone. You guys have a great rest of the day. Stay green this week. We'll be live again tomorrow. Wednesday, I'm not sure I'll be live. I'll be posting some videos. And Thursday, I definitely will not be live, just so you know. But videos will be coming out all week long. So you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks a lot.